Hi everyone, I'm Jenny McNamara, and I'd like to welcome you to our next video in the series on everlasting divorce. This video is on the causes of everlasting divorce. And as you know from the first video, an everlasting divorce is one in which the papers have been signed, everything's been filed, the judges, said you're not married anymore legally, but yet the stress and the high conflict with your ex has continued, even though you're not married anymore, even though you're not fighting about the divorce anymore. So in this video, I want to take a look at some of the more general causes of an everlasting divorce. What makes it so that two people can't move on? One of the most generalized reasons is that either one of you, or maybe both of you, have just kind of an inability to disengage. If there's a fight, if there's a sense of conflict, if there's some sort of argument that's come up about the kids or about money or whatever, neither one of you wants to say, you know what, I don't need to pick this battle. I can pick a different battle and walk away. So there's kind of this sense that you don't want to disengage. You don't want to lose. Disengaging, walking away from that fight does feel like losing. And so you don't want to do that. And so you stay in the fight. A second reason for an everlasting divorce is that there might be some personality traits involved, either in you or in your partner, that are making it difficult to let go. There's a lot of information on the internet about narcissistic personality disorder, narcissistic traits, borderline personality disorder, borderline traits. And it could be that some of that is going on in your relationship with your ex. It could be that your ex has some of those traits, maybe even diagnosable traits, that are impacting yours or his or hers ability to step away and kind of finish the process of divorcing emotionally. A third reason for people getting stuck in an everlasting divorce is that there might be some unresolved attachment issues. Attachment is the bond that you form with someone throughout your life. It starts, of course, when you're a baby and how you bond with your parents or your primary caregivers, whoever that may be. There are different types of attachment styles, and that's a whole other part of marriage and family therapy. But it could be that based on your attachment style or your ex-partner's attachment style, it just makes it really difficult to finish that process of completely divorcing from each other. That attachment, that inability to detach, is keeping you stuck in this everlasting divorce. A fourth reason why you might be stuck in this everlasting divorce is that somewhere along the line in your relationship with each other, one of you got really attached to caretaking the other one. That means making appointments, paying the bills, driving the kids everywhere, scheduling vacations, doing all of that work in the relationship, really caretaking, making lunches, making dinners, those kinds of things. And it's hard to give that up once the divorce has occurred. And so if you continue doing some of those caretaking things for your ex-partner, that just maintains the relationship in ways that aren't going to be particularly healthy as you move further and further past the time of divorce. The last reason people get stuck in an everlasting divorce is that there are some boundary issues that just have not been addressed. Things like, my ex and I go freely in and out of each other's homes. We still have to know where the other one's going to be, or who they're going to be with, or who they're dating, or how much are they drinking, what movies did they go see, all of those kinds of things. Boundary issues can be a really big problem and a real connector between people, because it's hard for someone to separate. Like, I used to get to know a lot of this information about my partner when they were my partner, and it's hard for me to let go of the idea that I don't need to know that information anymore, and I shouldn't know that information anymore. We each have a right to our own lives. So kind of quickly and very generally, those are some reasons why people get stuck in these relationships with their ex-partners that are high conflict, very stressful, anxiety producing, and seem to be sort of never ending, because these kinds of issues, these causes of the everlasting divorce, aren't being dealt with in a way that is healthy and that helps each of you individually move on. I hope that's been a little bit more information about everlasting divorce. In our next video, we're going to look at some of the effects of the everlasting divorce. What kinds of effects does it have on you, people around you, your children, your finances, your physical health, all of those kinds of things. So I hope you join us for the next one. Thank you.